today I was sort of reflecting, as you do, about all these sort of humiliations and indignities I might suffer here tonight, and imagining all the things that could go wrong, which made me think about the things that have gone wrong on the job. And one comes to mind from this summer, building a giant deck, beautiful giant deck for this Mass Audubon property. And you know, it was 800 square feet, the size of sort of this whole, bigger than this whole sort of audience realm. And we were on sort of a tight deadline, and it required a lot of screws being put in. And so we got some volunteers to come help us put some screws in. And there were guys, and they were kind of, you know, 60, 70 years old, 3 or 4 of them, and they showed up, and I think it's fair to say they were a little bit rattled seeing a woman there, but were friendly and, you know, nice, and but they were, you know, putting in the screws and I think trying to show off a little bit and screwing up here and there, stripping the screws, and sort of I was just like, do, and feeling like particularly confident and badass. So, and grateful for the help again, but you know, there was just kind of a funny dynamic. And towards the end of the day, we had a section that we hadn't quite covered. So it was open, and it was about an 8-foot drop to the ground below. And so I was talking and gesticulating, and I took a step backwards into the part we hadn't decked yet. And Mary, my boss, I have this sort of vague recollection, it all happened very fast, took this sort of leaping pounce, half catch, half shoving me away from the hole. So I crashed down to the ground, bruised my hip. And when I realized that I hadn't, like, you know, broken a leg or fallen to the ground, like, I looked around these guys' faces and they were concerned, but also, I think, a little relieved. So that, you know, it was one of those moments that, like, I'd wake up kind of cringing and blushing and, like, just like, God damn it, I wish I hadn't fallen in that hole.